Kia ora guys, long time no see, or no speak I guess. I've really missed making videos and sharing my art with you all, but you know, it's been a weird couple of years for me. Sorry for my voice if it sounds a little croaky today. I've been sick the last week and still a bit not quite well. But yeah, it gave me some time to finish this video finally. But yeah, as I love to say, I'm back now with renewed vigor and zest. But I do really want to take my art and this YouTube channel somewhere. So if you're still here, I want to say thank you so much for sticking by me. And if you're new here, welcome. Haere mai, I'm Lynn, and I'm so glad you come to visit my little corner of the internet, and I hope that you'll stay for a while. This video has been in the works for an entire year as I painted this self-portrait for my 25th birthday in June last year, and I just wanted to share the process with you, you know, like the ups and the downs, and then my absolute joy at the finished portrait. I was very happy with the outcome of this one. My goal was to capture the essence of exactly who I felt myself to be at that exact moment in time. Like a little bit of a time capsule, if you will. 25 kind of felt like a big deal to me, and I wanted to mark the occasion. But I don't think I've done a self-portrait since I was about 15 in art class at school. So 10 years is probably long enough in between. I really got into the flow with painting the actual portrait in this piece, but I really struggled to get the background right. You can see I painted this fluoro pink on it first because I was really interested to see how that would look behind the skin tones, and I really love the vibrancy it added, which kind of peeks through in those tiny little bits where it doesn't fully cover the canvas. But building the background on top of it was really weird, which you'll see in just a little bit, because I really wanted it to be green. I was like, green is what the background needs to be, because that just felt right to me. But as you can see, that green on the bright pink, it was looking quite brown and a little bit baby poop, which was not the vibe. And then for a while, I thought that it looked kind of Christmassy, which also was not what I wanted. Yeah, I wish the quality of these videos was a little bit better as well, so sorry about the inability to see any crisp detail in this slightly zoomed in footage. I really want to actually get a real video camera, because I just use my phone and it's not the best quality, and now I've had to buy a new phone which is even worse quality, which is a whole story. I dropped my phone in a portaloo or a porta potty, and so it was like a week before I was going overseas to Canada, and I had no phone, and there was a week to go, and I was like, well, I need a new phone in Canada, but I also don't want to spend my travel money on a new phone, so I just got a little cheap thing which has even worse camera quality, but you know, that's life, that's how it is sometimes. And I had the most wonderful time in Canada, so it all worked out. But yeah, here's that green that I was talking about. It just didn't work on the pink. But yeah, sometimes I think I forget about color theory. Like the green on the pink obviously wouldn't look green, but then I eventually put purple on it, and then the purple cancelled out the reds and the pink, so that kind of worked a lot better. And I did really like the purple that I ended up doing, but it just didn't feel right. Like it wasn't exactly the perfect vibe for like who I was at that point in time. Like that purple's really cool, but it wasn't the right one for this painting. So I went back to the idea of green, but more of a like greenery and sunshine through the leaves. Dappled light through leaves is my favorite kind of light. And then I added in little roses for the pops of pink. Yeah, the little pops of pink in the roses really like tied back in with the pinks in the skin, which I think ended up looking so pretty and painterly. And yeah, that was me just being really excited that this finally is starting to look how I wanted it to look. It just was finally coming together here. My vision was turning into a reality, and I was really, really happy about it, because it really does capture how I felt, like who I was at that point in time last year. I added a sort of light ochre wash over the whole thing at the end here, just to kind of desaturate some of those really bright pinks that were coming through, because they were just a little too fluoro still for my liking. And I wanted to have more of a like ever so slightly sepia, slightly faded old school look, you know? But yeah, I think it's so pretty. And you can really see the like painterly texture of the paint and the brush strokes and the way that it turned out like that. I'm so happy with it. So happy, I'm delighted. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll be going back to a more vloggy style for my next one, but like this video and leave a comment down below if you like this more chatty voiceover style, and maybe I'll make some more in the future. Yeah, aroha nui, so much love. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video, my friend.